A generous person will always prosper. You know, he who refresheth others will be refreshed. Like, that is life. You experience things in life to share it, you know, and to help people. Once I found out, like, you gotta love your neighbors like you love yourself, like I'm really about that. You know, I really want people to, you know, like, especially while I have the information, like, why not share? It's not meant for me to keep it to myself. Like, I think that's always been what I've been about.
Pooh Jeter, the definition of an OG. With his playing days behind him, Pooh steps into a dual role with Portland, continuing his mentorship of Blazers rookie Scoot Henderson, serving as assistant GM of the G League's newest team, the Rip City Remix. Meanwhile, the G League Winter Showcase is back. This 35-game roller coaster of a tournament provides all the league's players with the opportunity to come together and compete in front of an arena filled with NBA scouts and GMs. Before the records reset in the new year, the G League season crescendos for 1 week in Orlando. Who will perform at their peak at this year's Winter Showcase? This is season 2 of The Break.
You know, you never know what God is doing. You never know. Like, me coming here to the University of Portland in 2002, and, you know, of course I did, you know, great things at, you know, at the school, graduated, but at the same time it's why Portland? And it's like, years later, it's like, boom, you're the player development coach for the Trailblazers, and you're the assistant GM of the G League team. Like, all right, you feel me? Like, that's why I always knew, like, even though we may have plans in our hearts, God directs our steps no matter what, so. Tonight we have Trailblazers versus Lakers. You know, it's pretty special because, you know, I'm from LA, so, you know, I'm going against the Lake Show tonight. Talk to me, Chris, talk to me. Talk to me. Never stop being vocal. And then we have our home opener for the remix, you know, against the Ontario Clippers. I'm the assistant GM of our Rip City Remix G League team. First player to score for the remix is Jarrett Foster. You know, we're about to be real busy. I'm excited. I love this new opportunity.
When Pooh first came across my desk, so to speak, we were having a meeting about recruiting, and I had two assistants that were disagreeing about Pooh. One was, coach, I don't know if he's good enough, he's big enough. And the other one was like, what? And the other one was like, I'll be right back. He went and got video. Came back and said, let's just look at it and decide. So I see the video and I'm like, his game was bigger than his physical stature. So I was like, wow, he's able to get to spots, get separation. But then when I met him, I realized that his presence and personality and leadership is unique. And it's bigger than his stature. I'm like, this is somebody we need in our program.
I mean, when my grandma passed away and, you know, he was at the gym and came at me, he was like, he was there, you know. So, you know, once people give you that chance, I got a free education for 4 years. You know, my parents didn't have to pay for nothing. So, you know, you can't forget that part. And the memories that we created will always be, you know, in my heart, so.
It's fulfilling. I mean, my mom always told me that I was more than a basketball player. That I was a person that played basketball, but I was also a brother and a son, and now a father and a grandfather. You know, so as you wear these different hats in life, and then for me to be around the game, and I've played and coached, and now on the broadcast side, you know, I'm kind of on the outside looking in and explaining it to fans, which I enjoy. But I see Pooh in the middle of what's going on. You know, I go to training camp, I'm like, wow. I mean, Pooh is doing all the drills, doing all the ball handling. He's player development. He's in Scoots here. I'm like, he's instrumental in guys learning how to A, be pros, B, embrace growth and development. And when I say growth and development, I don't just mean basketball growth and development, but growth and development because they're going to be men all their life. They're going to be basketball players for a season or 2 or 10. So while Pooh says it's full circle, to me it's a link to immortality, so to speak, because I think you always want the next generation. You want to, I'll put it this way. Larry Brown said to me, my coach, when I became a head coach, he said, what are you doing to move the game forward? What are you going to do to move the game forward? So I'm like, what do you mean, how am I going to move the game forward? But when you see somebody you coached giving to the game the way Pooh is giving to the game, I feel like I have some role in the game moving forward. And it's hard to put that in words because it's a feeling, but it kind of gives you that sense of purpose and why you came into the business. Facts.
Yeah.
I just learned that. Yeah, somebody just told me, said, just pause and say facts. Drop the mic.
I got a lot of buckets in this building. Okay? I got a lot of buckets. Man, look at this place, man. University of Portland, man. Like, this is special right here. This is very special.
Welcome inside the Chiles Center on the campus of the University of Portland.
You know, pregame, y'all saw me in my coaching uniform. Now you see me in the assistant GM uniform, right? Like, you know, my quarter zip. Like, this is a unique role I have, right? Like, I don't think nobody else in the NBA, like, has this type of responsibilities. And I freaking love it. So, you know, like we're really laying the foundation. Everybody in the Rip City Remix organization, we got to make sure this thing is strong.
It normally takes a G League team 18 to 24 months to get up and running, but in just less than a year, the Rip City Remix are ready to go. We're ready to go. And already a great showing from the home crowd to support the Remix.
I've done mostly everything when it comes to this game of basketball. And me playing in the D League in 2006 with the Colorado 14ers, like I told them, I said, yo, at a point in time, like, the salaries was different. You made $24,000, $18,000, $12,000, you know? So my experience, I'm able to help them, you know, achieve and make sure that their dreams come true. One thing about the D League, the motto was like, the dream starts here. And that's right. You know, the dream does start, you know, in the G League, but, you know, you got to be able to take advantage of that, you know, make the most of every opportunity.